Good morning. It is Thursday, the 19th, and sometimes God punishes sinners not directly, but by letting them think what they want to think and letting them do what they want to do, even though it will end in disaster. Such was the case with Ahab up in the northern kingdom of Israel. 1 Kings 22. And the messenger that was gone to call Micaiah spake unto him, saying, Behold, now the words of the prophets declare good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good. And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth, what the Lord saith unto me, that will I speak. So he came to the king, and the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall we forbear? And he answered him, Go and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And the king said unto him, How many times shall I adjure thee, that thou tell me nothing but that which is true in the name of the Lord? And he said, I saw all Israel scattered upon the hills, as sheep that have not a shepherd. And the Lord said, These have no master. Let them return every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me but evil? And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, Who shall persuade Ahab, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. Well, it is a devastating indictment against Ahab and against his plans and his aims and his goals and ambitions. Sometimes God says no. And if we stop up our ears and say, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, and do what we want anyway, we have no reason to assume that that's going to come out well. God has much better ability to control historical events than we do or than we think we do. Here, Micaiah has been given a message from God. He speaks the truth, finally, to Ahab, and Ahab chooses to ignore him. And as the story progresses, Ahab's fall is at Ramoth Gilead, and he and his whole family are destroyed at that point. God is going to bring about his will, and whether we want to hear it or we don't want to hear it, we can't stop it. It is interesting to note, though, how firmly entrenched the people around Ahab are in telling him what he wants to hear and telling him that there will be no judgment from God in the future that they are presenting to him. That much rings true in the modern times as well. Rather than asking what is the will of God, we far too often ask, what can we get away with? What will people accept? What lies will people buy? How can we present people with a pig in a poke and get them to support us in what we want to do? Well, that puts our modern ruling elite not too far out of step with old Ahab. It did not end well for him. Have a great morning. God bless.